Hey, what's up, guys? So I had a few comments online about this car. People wanted to know my setup on the car. As you can probably seen on the other videos, I went 965, but there was a 149 or 150. So it's doing pretty decent. Since then, well, let's go back a little bit. I take it to Palm Beach Dyno, and it's supposed to be on the 1,000 mark, 1,000, 1,100, something like that. But I made a mistake. I took it with the track tires on it, and the clutch started giving out. So we had to turn the car down quite a bit. It went, I think it was 870 something, and then we didn't have clutch slip at that horsepower, so I was fine with it. I took it to track a couple times. That's when I did my personal best, yeah, with the clutch slipping, and everything was good. It ran for a while. Then Bradenton, the clutch gave out completely on a vent. I can't remember which vent. I think FL2K maybe or something like that. So it just completely went out. We put a new clutch on it. As used to have the same one. It's I put the same thing. The McCloy, I think it's the RXT, the one, the heavy duty one that's supposed to hold 1,200. That's the same clutch I had before. So it lasts me for quite a few years. Obviously, I didn't have, you know, the capability of doing 900 to 1,000 horses when I put the clutch. It was like a factory car when I put the clutch, and then I did the supercharger. It was on the 600 range, some change for a while. It's been progressively getting faster and faster, more power, more power. So basically, I just want to do a run through of the car a little bit, so that you guys that probably have similar cars, something like that, can see what I'm doing basically. Okay, so we're gonna start in the front. It has a Whipple supercharger. I believe this is a 3rd gen. It has the upgraded throttle body, and has the factory Whipple air intake. Has the 10 rip belt. It's 3.250. Basically, the pulley it has right now has a bigger pulley. We still have more room to grow on it. I just want to grow progressively with the car. I don't want to go crazy and put a whole bunch of power that I can't put to the ground, or just gonna keep breaking stuff. So I did this cut on the grill, so it goes all there, goes to my air box. It has a the front end is sort of a Roush. It's not a Roush car. I found this cheap, and I love the style, so I bought that. Has the headlights. I replaced those as well. That's probably the only 2 cosmetic things the car has. I have the switch here, the vacuum switch for Motion Raceworks, and has the switch for the 2 pumps. It has a 4 Innovation fuel system complete. Has Motion Raceworks. God damn, I can't pronounce it. Catch can, which I got right here. So what else? Here's the 4 regulator. Has cheap headers. I don't know what headers are. I know they're 1 7/8, but I don't know what brand they are. Probably, you know, no brand. I got a charger, a solar charger, I hook up to here. Let me see up front. I think that's pretty much it, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, I blew that engine a while back because of the 2-step. Well, my fault, but one of the reasons was the 2-step. So I did this block sleeve has piston rods, and that's pretty much it. Sleeve, piston, rods, so it's good to, you know, 1,200, 1,250, somewhere around there. I'm trying to think, guys. It doesn't have the Whipple intercooler. I got an ice box I will show you. Actually, matter of fact, let me show you that. Has the ice box in the back. They run to the front. I got my little cooler here. I got my water there. It has the 4 Innovations fuel pump controls. I got 3 pumps on this car. I got the parachute because the last time you did 150, they require the parachute after 150. I got MagnaFlow X pipe and cat back, you could say. Has no cats, obviously. It's a racetrack car, but has MagnaFlows. They're peeling like really awful, as you can see. I don't know what's the deal with MagnaFlow here, but both of them are just nasty. So I got Wells V-Logs on the back, B-Logs on the back, and I got the regular ones on the front, skinnies on the front. I'm running 28s, 1150 17s, stock brakes. Let me see. The front ones they're like 5.5 if I'm not mistaken. They're nasty right now. But let me see. I can see. Okay, yeah, 4.5, 28, 18s. So they ride pretty good. I like it. I even ride it on the street sometimes. Rides pretty good. Like I said, let's see. I got the 2-step here. I got dial it, whatever I need on it. The RPMs, MSD 2-step, and I can set up my thousands and hundreds of revolutions there for my launch control. Suspension wise, I got BMR. I got the solid bushings on the differential. I got the cradle lock, and what else? I got the toes. They're from them as well. And I believe that's pretty much it. Oh, I got a drive shaft loop, obviously, and I got a carbon fiber drive shaft as well. That's I think it's what brand's drive shaft? I can't remember the brand of the drive shaft, but it's a carbon fiber drive shaft. I think they're all pretty much the same. Axles. I went with in the beginning I went with a 2,000 horsepower rated drive shaft shop. Half axles. It didn't last nothing. I mean, they broke instantly. A couple passes down the road was gone. So I started doing my research, and G-force seems to be a lot better, a lot stronger. I switched to G-force, and it's been really nice. I recently broke one. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I just finished replacing it. But basically, pattern the mess here, but you go, the stock shaft, it broke me clean. Look at that. That's the part that goes to your hub on your wheel. So I just replaced that, replaced it, all the bolts, Loctite and all that good stuff. So that's done. And yeah, that's pretty much it with the car. I don't have a slipper for the clutch. I've been having a lot of issues since I replaced the clutch. I took the car 2-3 times to the track already. 3 or 4 times to the track. And I kept breaking stuff. I broke one axle. I replaced it. I broke the rear end, which I got right here. I broke that rear end out. I replaced it, and I broke the second axle. you learn. You I'm not gonna say you live and learn, but every time your car has more power, there's more stuff and more stuff into it. In the beginning, it was so easy. You don't do nothing to the car. Now you gotta be checking spark plugs. You gotta be checking catch cans. You gotta change oil all the time. You gotta check pressures. You gotta adjust suspension. So every time your car gets faster, you learn stuff and stuff and stuff. And if you don't keep on top of everything, it just snowballs like crazy. So I believe, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I believe my issue is being that suspension is too stiff. Even though the car is squatting like crazy still, the suspension is too stiff, and it makes the car the wheel hop, and it's violent. I mean, it's violent enough that it will pull. As you can see, the inside's completely stuck. Sorry about change of subject there, but completely stuck. I got everything there, AC, everything in there. The only thing different on the inside is the parachute handle. Everything else, you don't see any difference. Oh, and the gauge, obviously. I got the boost. This is for boost, and this is the end gauge. That's pretty much everything. So the shake, the wheel hop is so violent that that gauge over there, it drops it. The glove box open it up, and I just saw today that this thing on top where the lights are, it came loose as well. That was that bad. It was the wheel hop on that last one. It was like really the worst one yet. Hopefully I don't have another one. I know I will, but hopefully it's not as violent. If I don't do wheel hops, then I guess I'm not pushing the car enough. So yeah, that's pretty much it on the car, on this car. I don't know if anybody wants anything particular about it. I might have let some stuff go that I can't remember. I got an engine diaper on the car, but I mean, I just can't remember nothing else at the moment. So if you guys got any questions or want to know something in particular about the car, I mean, I'm more than happy to share what I'm doing with the car. I don't think I'm doing nothing crazy or nothing special. What I would say is if you guys are driving MT82, which this one is one, this is the stock MT82, by the way. Bone stock. Only have the clutch. I got the braided line. This transmission, thank God, it's been there and hasn't let go. Hopefully it doesn't let go anytime soon. I don't drive like a maniac. I use my clutch when I'm going down the track. Yeah, it might slow me for a couple tenths, but still got my transmission there, so I guess I'm doing something right, at least on that side. So yeah, what I would say is like I have pretty much the exact same setup on the car, and I was struggling on the high 10s, 10 7s, 10 6, and the car was doing, I believe at that time was maybe like 700 horse or something like that. And man, I knew I had cars before that were on that same range with less power, so I knew something that wasn't right with this car. And I was fine. I was so frustrated that's when I bought the Fox body. I bought the red Fox body and decided to put a Coyote. And the whole idea behind putting a Coyote on that car was that eventually I was going to get my built engine and put it on the Fox body and get the one from the Fox body and put it on this car and then sell this car as a factory running car. But yeah, during that process, I was speaking with the guys at Palm Beach Dyno, and they told me to put we were having issues. They had to tune down the car because the alternator was moving and cutting the belts because of the power. And they really told me I got to put a 10 rip belt and the crankshaft support, which I do have that, so I forgot to mention that. So I was hesitant because the crankshaft support, I think it's like $700 and some, and the belts is like, I don't know, $1,000 and some. So it's expensive. And when I did that, it changed the whole car. I was amazing. I went from high 10s to really, really low 10s, even touching 9s without even tuning the car. I'm telling you, this was just the car as it is. That's why I decided to push a little further and then retune the car, and that's when I got the clutch slipping. So every time you do something else comes up, and you're learning on the process. So I guess that's what you get by pushing and pushing and pushing. It's not that easy to get $1,000 out of a car. Been trying to for a while now. So not just pouring money. I want 1,000 reliable that can actually go to track and put my power down. I don't care to have 1,500 and then go to track and look like a fool. So that's why it's been taking me some time. But yeah, basically is if you're having issues, the 10 rib, it really helped me out. It changed the car. Like I said, it's a different animal. I was so excited when I started hitting the 9s, the 9.7, 9.8, even the 9.6. I don't want to sell the car no more. It's been naughty these last couple months, breaking, but I think that was my fault because of the suspension. I'm gonna go like really loose and try the track again and see how it goes. Then I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna try to go for a 9 again. I'm gonna try to go 11s and then start adjusting from there to get where I need to go. So that's pretty much it on the Mustang. Like I said, if you guys got any other questions, let me know. On the red Mustang, I finally got the exhaust. I'll show you. I ordered this December and it just came in. Hookers, the Black Series, stainless steel. Supposed to be good for the Mustangs. They're a Coyote swap and LS swap, so I guess it's very adjustable kit. Full length all the way to the back. I want to do a full exhaust in the car. I don't want an open header. It's just way too much. I know I'm gonna have to modify that too. What can I do? I did coilovers in the Fox body, so I gotta deal with that. I've seen a lot of people that modify and then go over the axle, they go under the axle. So that's the plan. I'll show you the car. I got it here. So yeah, I've just finished the Mustang, the blue Mustang. So I'm gonna pull that one in the trailer and then get this one inside the shop so we can start messing with the exhaust. I really want to put the exhaust so I can take it on the street and actually feel what's happening. If you're open header, you can't feel crap of what's going on. So that's the whole point. As you can see, I got it here outside. I put a wheel spacer because it was hitting the A-arms. I don't really like him at all. Let me know what you guys think about it. You can see the back ones are there nice and taut, and these ones are right on the edge. I just don't seem to get I just don't like him. Obviously the car needs to be aligned again, but I think I'm gonna do steering rack limiters. That way I can go, that's an inch spacer. I'm gonna try to see if I can go to half. And the rack limiters, even though I'm gonna lose some of the tuning radius, I can tuck that tire back in more. Because I love the way it looks on the back. Look at that. That to me is so freaking sexy. That's just something else. So yeah, hopefully I'll be working back on these things soon. I still got a whole bunch to do to it. The AC is not done, but I really want to do the exhaust. I gotta have the car tuned, and then I start working on the AC and take it down the track. I'm crazy to make that car go down the track. Solai 6R80, 2-gen Coyote with the control pack. He probably knows already for that, but I haven't forgot about that car. Oh shit, I forgot about the Jeep. I got the Jeep back there in the background. I don't know if you can see it in the trailer for the blue Mustang. But yeah, basically the Jeep is done. I'm gonna go to South Carolina, I think a couple weeks. So I'll try to make video on that. Going with a couple friends. They got buggies and a whole bunch of nice stuff. So let's see if the Jeep can keep up with that. And yeah, that's basically it. Like I say, if you guys want to know something else something else about this car, let me know. I'll be happy to share. Thank you guys.